Hey YouTube and all you Stephen King fans out there, this is LJZ0724 and I'm here to do a review on Stephen King's It, the movie. I saw this movie last Sunday and it was good. It definitely ranks among Stephen King's longer movies. It is 3 hours, 7 minutes, but it's kind of expected seeing as it was originally made into a miniseries. Now, this movie was directed by Tommy Lee Wallace, and it also stars Harry Anderson, Dennis Christopher, Richard Masur, Annette O'Toole, Tim Reed, John Ritter, and Richard Thomas. Now, I've not read the book It by Stephen King, but I own it and I do plan to get to it soon. It's just trying to find time to fit in a 1,000-page book is kind of tough. And I apologize for not getting this review up earlier. It's just lately I've been flooded with homework. It is absolutely crazy, and I suppose some of it was brought upon me by procrastinating, but you live and you learn. Anyway, this movie comes on one disc, two sides, which I found kind of weird. Like, why can't they just fit a 3 hour, 7 minute movie on one side of a disc? I don't know. I've seen it done before. Anyway, this movie. Now, I'd heard many comments before on this movie when I was around 12 years old, and a lot of my friends were saying how this movie scared the crap out of them, and they were haunted for life, and for the rest of their life they were afraid of clowns and all of this. They had a phobia for clowns. And upon seeing this movie, let me tell you, when I was watching it, there were some points where I would jump and where I was really creeped out. But as soon as the movie was done, I really didn't feel that scared thinking about it. I mean, yeah, I can understand if you were 12 years old watching this, or 11, or 10, or 9. And I can understand how you would be scared out of your wits, but once you hit maybe like 14 or 15, it really kind of loses some of its scare factor. It's definitely a great movie, and it definitely has really weird moments that can only be brought to you by Stephen King. Now, one thing, and this is why I'm excited to read the book, is the movie doesn't really give you that much insight into it. Now, I suppose I'd heard on many places that Stephen King, even in the book, doesn't reveal much about it and his character and his origin and all of it. But the one thing I'm looking forward to in reading the book is finding out more on the deadlights and why Stephen King, I cannot talk today, why it decided to haunt this group of 7 children. Why them? Why did it choose them? That's what I want to know. And also, I'm also obviously expecting in the book for it to go into more detail and stuff, more appearances of it in the book, which, I mean, the book is 1,100 some pages, a lot more room for Stephen King to work with in adding all those details, so I'm expecting a lot from the book, definitely. From what I've heard, the book is a lot more messed up than the movie, obviously. But, yeah, I'm just really excited to read the book. I had actually gotten it at the same used bookstore that I bought Cover by Jack Ketchum. So, yeah, place is basically, in my mind, a great place to go for Stephen King books. Anyway, Stephen King's it. Definitely, if you're a Stephen King fan, check this out. This is definitely one of Stephen King's better films, and I haven't seen the book, so I can't say if it follows the book well or not, but it definitely is. If you want a creepy movie, this is it. And that is about it. Yeah, and another thing about this movie, I heard someone else on YouTube, I'm not sure of his name, but I agree with him on this point. This movie is gutsy. And it is gutsy in how the movie starts. It starts right off the bat with it essentially killing this little girl. So in the first minute and a half, you have someone already getting killed. Yeah, this movie, I say it's gutsy, but I can't even imagine what the book is like. I cannot wait to get to the book. This is a great movie. If you're a Stephen King fan, definitely check this out. If you're not a Stephen King fan, check it out as well. This is a must-see for a horror fan. So anyway, I would have to give this... I think I'll give this a 4.5 out of 5. 0.5 off just because... I would have to say just because I wish I had more details into why it haunted these children and why them, you know what I'm saying? Is it just because of the outcasts or what? That's what I want to know. And also, the next thing about the movie is basically half of the movie is split into talking about each of the adults' childhood. It shows a flashback and their how they came to know each other. I found that really interesting. Then the second part of the movie is them as adults. And basically when they're children fighting it, they locate it to the sewers. And they think they've killed it, but 30 years later, when, if my guess is correct, they are 40 years old, they face it again and kill him for good. Now, that's another... That right there is another point why I want to read the book. Why does it haunt these children every 30 years? Why 30? What is so special about the number 30? And yeah, don't comment and spoil it for me. I want to read the book and find out for myself. But if it's not in the book, you can just tell me in the comments, because I want to know that. Not be expecting anything and not get it, you know? So anyway, great movie, great retelling of what I consider to be a really great horror story. I gotta read the book for sure to find out if it's worth it. So yes, 4.5 out of 5. Thank you very much. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.